It's Thursday the 22nd of July 2021. What a hot few days it's been. It's a bit of a relief today that it's been a little bit cooler. Overcast most of the day, although a bit humid. A lot of the plants right through the nursery from my nursery stock, bedding plants, obviously the dahlias and chrysanthemums, have been a bit stressed, to say the least, on 1 or 2 days, trying to get water around everything. Been a few days where we've been pumping it out and watering everything quicker than it's been coming into our main tank. But the dahlias seem to have enjoyed it. They've put on quite a bit of growth since last week, to the point we've actually been going round and knocking a few back, a few early buds that if I leave them there will be flowering a bit too early for me. Don't really want too many showing middle of August in colour, because that's about the time the fields around us get harvested and we get an influx of thrips, harvest flies, thunder flies, which just make a beeline for the blooms and mark them. There's quite a few about already. We've noticed a few dahlias that we've got flowering in the sales area, and a few other plants are getting browned off with them. But overall the plants are looking very nice. In fact, I'm very pleased with how the vast majority of them look. Been a bit of a battle against some pests as well. Capsid bugs have been a bit rife this year. Thrips, you can see a bit of damage on the foliage, so we're trying to control those. A bit of aphid. So I've been trying to spray, but that's been difficult with the weather being so hot. I was mentioning how good the plants look everywhere, but I think I've mentioned this little area before, where we'll have a bit of a wet patch. So what we've been doing today, I've been running a rotavator through all the pathways just to get them a bit more even, knock back some of the weed. But these two beds, it actually dug right in, whereas everything else, the ground's that hard, it was just skimming over the surface. They are picking up slowly. What I don't want is another deluge, and it is really those two beds there, because that one's fine and they get very nice further along. And if I was to slowly turn round as well, they're fine on this side. I was doing a bit of tidying up last night and a little bit of rotavating, trying to get basically all around the dahlia fields much tidier than had a few earth heaps, if you like, from past. And I came across this oak seedling that I think's been trimmed once, so it's going to be a bushy oak. I thought, you know what, going to save that, going to protect that, and let it grow. This is the green waste product that we had, the Past 100 compost, that's been used on all of these beds here. These are some of the giant and large semis. So right across this bed it had 2 inches of the compost put on, and we just planted into that with drip lines around. And the plants look remarkably clean. The one thing we're certainly not getting in this is a bit of slug damage, whereas the ones that are under the black starch matting, we've probably had more physical damage to the plants than normal, whereas these are as clean as a whistle in the vast majority of cases. That's your pink spur there, and that's our stock of Canora Valentine. And yes, I know some of these will have plants a lot further ahead than these, but you've got to bear in mind how young a plant we put in, and that we don't get them in until about the 16th of June. And then in the backdrop there is where centenary border, and that Campanula lactiflora is still flowering its socks off.